Hey guys, what's up? Spiff here. Let me start off by saying last week's episode was garbage. I know it, you know it, we all know it. It was rushed because I went so long without putting up a video. I had to get one done. So I just did what I could in one day and edited it in one day. So it just came out really sloppy and thrown together. So this week I have my nephew back behind the camera. We're trying to step up our production game. I have my camera rig set up. So let me know if you guys like this new format where he follows me around. If you guys like this format more, then we could start doing it more often. And if you don't, then just let me know. Let's just get to it. Also, I forgot to mention, it's super windy outside. So please, I know there's going to be a lot of background noise, a lot of wind. I don't need to hear about it. I'm sorry, but it's... What do you expect? I want to get this exhaust on the car and get the old exhaust off the car and get it cut up and put away. So we're going to be taking care of the exhaust today. That's one thing. Might have to re-weld that too. I don't know yet. Boom. We also are going to re-vinyl wrap the tail lights. But if I it up again, don't worry. I have the spray paint, the lens spray paint, coming from UPS today. So hopefully they're on time and they don't delay it another day like they did before. And then we can just, if I up on the vinyl, we'll just spray it down with the lens spray. We also got these that we are going to, this one has a little crack right there. These are made out of a different material than I thought. They're made out of like a rubber instead of like a fiberglass or something like that. So I'm just gonna shoot some epoxy in there and around this hole, and then I'm going to just Bondo it on the outside and get it smooth and then paint it. So we have these. So much better, man. So much better. So anyways, I'm gonna put those on today. So we got taillights, bumper extensions, exhaust. That's it for now. We might add more stuff to the agenda, but let's just get that stuff knocked out real quick. So Christian, you're coming out from behind the camera. We're gonna get this stuff knocked out together. Let's get the tripod. Soapy water. That's what I forgot last time. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the comments. Let me know what I did wrong. Next time, if somebody else already said it, you don't have to repeat it because then it's just like beating on me. I did know that when you lay tint, you want to use soapy water, and I thought about it when I went to put it on there. I was like, isn't there like I was trying to put water or something on here because it's supposed to be all slippery, and then I squeegee that out. But like I said, I was rushed to get the video done, and I was just an idiot. Have that one plugged in. All right. That one's not broken. I just started peeling the tint off because I hated it. So these things, this tint, first of all, a lot of people are saying the tint vinyl wrap because it doesn't stick very well and it doesn't stick very well and it's going to turn pink in the sun. But I don't know. It seemed to do alright in the short time that they were on there for like the week. And the way I look at it is with this, I can just peel it off and do it again, whereas if I paint them, that's more permanent. And although they're always going to be red, if the paint starts to turn pink and I have to do more and more layers, eventually it's going to be non-transparent, you know? I don't want that. But that came off easy right now, but the only reason why is because I heated it up first. When I tried to do it without heating it up, it was like impossible. The other thing I got a lot where people were talking shit on the quality of these. Yeah, they're like thin and light, they're pretty cheaply put together. But we did get rain and none of the moisture was able to get into them, so the seals around them are good and the fitment on them are just as good as the OEM ones. A lot of people were complaining saying that they got these same ones and the fitment were bad. Unless you got a bad one, and mine's like one of the few that are good, The only thing I found wrong is it needs the 180SX metal piece that goes underneath the center. And that's why it looks kind of funky, like it sticks out really far. But that's the only fitment issue I've had, is because it's meant for the 180SX and not the American 240SX. I didn't do these just because they were cheap. I did it because I like this angled piece. I don't want just the LED like D-Max ones. Those are not my style. I want these ones, but I want them red. That's it. So I did not get these just because they were cheap. I got them because they're cheap and they're what I wanted. And I feel like I need to stress that because a lot of people thought I just got them because they're cheap. No, I like the way these look after they're tinted red. I am still making one mistake. I'm doing it off the car loose, so it might be moving around a lot. But hopefully that I don't run into that issue since I'm going to be doing it with soapy water. So these do have two layers. This outer layer is a lot thicker. This is the to protect it from scratching the tint. And then it does have another. Do you see this tornado coming through? Oh my God. And then it does have another peel back which releases like the sticky adhesive side. So we're gonna leave the top layer on while we squeegee it down, and then this bottom layer is the only one that we're gonna peel back. This is like impossible to get the sticky side revealed. You have to take a razor blade, and on the corner you have to like drag it along the corner to separate it, and it's a pain in the neck, man. It sucks. Okay, so if you're watching at home and you want to do this yourself, I thought I'd just give you this little bit of advice. This one turned out good, much better than last time, but it still didn't turn out great. The second one I did turned out fantastic. It turned out about as good as it gets. So what I did differently the second time is I sprayed the soapy water on the tint and on the taillight, because when I sprayed it just on the taillight, as soon as the tint got on it, I don't know what happened to the water, but it just disappeared. But when I sprayed it directly onto the vinyl, it made it much more slippery, and it didn't actually start sticking in place until I was squeegeeing it out and hitting it up with the heat gun to evaporate the water. So if you're going to do this at home, consider spraying the soapy water on both the tint and the taillight, and then it kind of squeegees out easier. But yeah, so we'll just kind of cut to the end when I wrapped it up, and I'll show you how this one turned out. Alright, so I'm finishing up the last little bit. Alright, so this is how it looks right now. You can see like these cuts, but those aren't really the vinyl messed up. So we're about to reveal what the vinyl actually looks like this time. So it's still not perfect. There's still soap in there. A little bit. So way better than last time. I just have this little mark right here, this little mark right here, and this little mark right here. Let's get in the sunlight. Let them see that I don't suck completely. So way better. Way better. So soapy water was my problem. I should have enough vinyl to redo this one. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to put the camera on the tripod, and I'm going to try to knock out the next one. If the next one turns out better than this, then I will redo this one, and we'll be good with the vinyl wrap for now. And then if I mess up the other one and then I mess it up again and I run out of vinyl wrap, then we will just spray paint these with the can of the VHT lens tint. Boom, this one turned out even better. So, what I learned from this experience is soapy water is a must-have. And if you guys were to do this at home, I wouldn't use just any like card, like any credit card. I would get one of the ones with the felt tip because it won't grab as much, which is the only problem I ran into, which is why I have these few spots that aren't squeegeed out because my card kept grabbing it. And so, yeah, but I don't have enough vinyl wrap to redo the other one, but right now I think that they are both plenty good. And I'm happy with that. So this is just, I bought this exhaust off of Adele, and this thing is pretty basic, nothing too special. But I hope these mounting points work, otherwise I'm gonna have to re-weld it. But first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the old exhaust off the car. We're gonna throw that on the side of the house. And I'm gonna get this one under the car because I just want it all out of the garage. And the old one I'm gonna chop up, and I'm gonna be using the little bits and pieces to practice my welds. Because I do have a lot of welding projects coming up, and I need to get better at welding. If you guys recall my last video where I welded, it didn't turn out very good. So we sanded this part down. We're gonna make sure it mounts up real quick, and then we are going to paint it black because I don't need a big chrome exhaust sticking out. You want to go ahead and hang out underneath the car and get some gloves because there's black widows under there. So I'm going to get bit by a black widow. It's going to be on camera. And that shit better go viral. I've never taken off an exhaust before, so I have no clue what I'm doing. Dude, this exhaust, 100%, and I'm not even joking, smells exactly like Panda Express. It smells exactly like Panda Express. Oh my god, that is ridiculous. Oh!
Got it?
Got it. Woo! Okay, this is called the hold the exhaust with the knee while you... Jack stands don't fail me now.
You want to get back under?
No, I'll get it. I'm a big boy. Oh!
There we go.
Woo! Fuck this shitty ass exhaust. Parts graveyard. So this exhaust is gonna need to be replaced eventually, because if you see, it's all this welding right here is actually peeling off the outer layer of the exhaust. Like this whole part, it looks like it probably got too hot and burnt through it, and so that's the new outer coating, and now it's just gonna peel off. So this exhaust will get replaced. I do want to get a custom made exhaust for this car, but for the time being, just trying to get parts on the car and just to get the car running, because that's all I want to do. This first season of Trill will be done as soon as this car is running and is on the road, and then we'll bring it back to do upgrades to it in the future. But right now, the main goal of the car is not to finish it, but to get it drivable and driftable and looking halfway decent. But like, I want to do an upgraded paint job, like a legit paint job, possibly an upgraded body kit, upgraded exhaust, turbo, internals, all that stuff in later videos. But right now I'm just trying to get this video done, like get this series kind of wrapped up to where it has an ending, so I can bring it back and then make it even better. So it looks like Adele custom fabbed this like little metal piece here, and it bolts up to these two bolts, it looks like, which are, oh wow, which holds the original exhaust mounting piece. So what we're gonna do is pop those off, screw this bad boy up there, and that's an ingenious way to hook up an exhaust. That is so awesome. This is how the exhaust sits now. I love it. I love it. I think it is. I think it is just ridiculous enough to belong on this car. That's me. That's my style. It's ridiculous. I'm sure it's f***ing obnoxiously loud. It's gonna piss off all my neighbors, but I think it looks good. I'm so excited. So we're gonna drop it back down real quick. We're gonna hit it with some black spray paint, and then mount it back up. We're gonna go to the metal store, see what kind of stuff they got, because I've never been there. And then we'll put the tail lights back on, and we're good to go. Okay, so for this exhaust, we're gonna hit it up with some high heat primer, followed by just some, I think this is satin black, normal spray paint, and then some high heat clear coat. And we're just gonna do the exhaust, and like if we actually cared and took time, we'd remove all the rust and grind down all the welds that we don't need. But since this is just a temporary thing, I'm not gonna waste time doing that. I'm just gonna make it look less rice. Okay, the wind is ridiculous right now. You guys can probably hear it and see it on the trees behind me, but we're gonna try to do this coat of black and not ruin it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm spraying the spray paint super heavy and letting the wind blow the mist onto it so I get a nice misty coat. Because if I wanted to actually make all the paint stick, I'd have to get really close and it would run. So that's what I'm doing. Only problem, my yard is sand. So the sand is blowing into the paint and immediately sticking to it. This is the worst idea ever, but I gotta make a video. Alright, that's good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put on the bumper extensions. I'm just going to do it with zip ties and some double-sided tape right now just to get them on so we can see what it looks like. And just so I can get rid of more parts out of my garage and get them on the car. So we're just going to go ahead and do that right now. It's pretty simple.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that we didn't get anything really exciting done. It was mainly just like cleaning up our mistakes from last episode. But we did put in the exhaust. I think it looks pretty cool. I kind of like the way it's sitting, kind of cockeyed off to the side. Like I said, I might want to remove my bumper in the future and build a rear diffuser that kind of bolts up right there and have no rear bumper, because I really like that on like those Time Attack S15s and stuff like that. So I may want to do something like that in the future, but I have no clue what I'm doing. So I definitely want to cut up my old exhaust a lot and just weld it in like cool, weird ways. And just, I need to get a hang of welding, because I have no clue what I'm doing there. So I want to start welding and get a hang of it and do that. So with the exhaust tip, since it is like needing to be replaced, I have this one laying in my garage. And it's like a name brand and everything. It's a Tanabe or something like that. Tanabe. Anyways, it's like a really good, high quality exhaust. And I'm thinking about just maybe practicing my welding and then cutting this and attaching this to it. But it does need to be cleaned out a lot. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because I kind of like this little stubby end to it. It looks way more like bomber status. So anyways, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed what we did anyways. I hope you enjoyed this new kind of filming format. If you did, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. If you guys want to support the channel, hit like, subscribe, buy my stickers on my shop in the description down below. You can also follow me on Twitch. I do live streams like once a week, twice a week, something like that. But that's it. This has been Spiff. I'm out.